In this video, I want to share my exact trading strategy and explain how I use it to make money trading gold. Earlier this year, I grew a $400 account to over $1,300 by trading only gold within approximately 3 to 4 weeks. Throughout that period, I never risked more than 5% on a single trade. This demonstrates that the strategy I'm about to teach you is effective when combined with proper risk management and consistency. When I backtested this strategy, it produced an average win rate of 48.5% with an average risk-to-reward ratio of 1.32. The reason the average risk-to-reward is 1.32 is because I use a combination of 1-to-1, 1-to-2, and 1-to-3 risk-to-reward setups depending on the market conditions. If you've been following me on this channel, you'll know that I'm a huge believer in compounding and risk management. In fact, I focus far more on risk management than on finding the perfect strategy. Here's why. Most traders spend too much time searching for a winning strategy when the real problem is usually execution, discipline, and risk management. I don't believe that after conducting proper analysis, you should consistently lose more trades than you win over the long term. If you're consistently losing money, there's a good chance you're making the same mistakes repeatedly. Interestingly, if you're consistently losing using a particular approach, it often means you're identifying something valuable. You may simply be executing it incorrectly or entering at the wrong time. That realization eventually led me to develop my own approach, which I call the trap hedge strategy. So what exactly is the trap hedge strategy, and how does it work? The trap hedge strategy is built around the concept of liquidity sweeps. But before we go any further, let's first understand what a liquidity sweep actually is. A liquidity sweep occurs when price deliberately moves into an area where a large number of stop-loss orders, breakout entries, or pending orders are clustered. This creates liquidity that larger market participants can use to enter or exit their positions. These clusters of liquidity are usually found around support and resistance levels, supply and demand zones, previous highs and lows, equal highs and equal lows, trend lines. For example, this area here is a supply zone, and this area here is a demand zone. These zones often contain a large concentration of pending orders and stop losses. Because of this, they naturally attract more market activity. Large institutions understand this. They know that many retail traders place stop losses around these areas, while breakout traders place pending orders beyond them. As a result, these zones become pools of liquidity. Liquidity sweeps occur because large market participants, banks, institutions, and market makers need substantial liquidity to enter and exit positions efficiently. They cannot easily fill large orders in the middle of nowhere. They need counterparties. And where do they find those counterparties? Around areas where retail traders place their orders. How does a liquidity sweep happen? A liquidity sweep happens when price pushes beyond a key level, triggering stop losses and pending orders before reversing sharply in the opposite direction. This creates what many traders refer to as a fake-out rather than a true breakout. There are two types of liquidity sweeps. Buy-side liquidity sweep. In a buy-side liquidity sweep, price approaches a previous high. Traders holding short positions often place their stop losses just above that high. At the same time, breakout traders place buy stop orders above the high, expecting the market to continue higher. Price then pushes above the high, triggering all those stop losses and pending orders. Institutions use the resulting liquidity to enter large sell positions. Shortly afterward, price reverses sharply to the downside. Sell-side liquidity sweep. A sell-side liquidity sweep is simply the opposite. Price pushes below a previous low, triggering stop losses from buyers and sell stop orders from breakout traders. Institutions then use that liquidity to enter large buy positions. Price subsequently reverses and moves higher. This has been happening in the markets for decades and continues to happen because of the way trading is commonly taught around the world. And that's exactly where my trap hedge strategy comes into play. How I trade liquidity sweeps. Let's assume I want to place a buy trade. I identify a support zone where I believe price may reverse. Traditionally, many traders would simply buy at support, place their stop loss below the previous low, and target the previous high. The expectation is that support will hold and price will move upward. However, institutions understand exactly where those stop losses are placed. They know where breakout traders are entering, and they often push price beyond those levels to collect liquidity before making the real move. This is why both breakout traders and reversal traders frequently get trapped. That's where my strategy differs. Instead of immediately placing a buy order at support, I place a sell stop pending order a few pips below the previous low. I then set my take profit around the previous low or slightly beyond it, while maintaining a 1-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio. If price continues lower, I profit from the move. If price reverses, that's where my hedge system comes into play. I developed an automated process that monitors the trade. Once price triggers my sell stop order and moves a predefined number of pips, two things happen automatically. A buy stop order is placed at a predefined level. The stop loss on the sell stop position is adjusted to a safer level, often near break-even. This means that if price suddenly reverses and begins moving upward, I can potentially minimize the loss on the sell position while benefiting from the buy position. If a liquidity sweep occurs, as I anticipate, the market often moves strongly in one direction, allowing one of the positions to capture the momentum. Through extensive testing, I found that this approach performs particularly well on gold because gold frequently creates aggressive fakeouts and liquidity grabs before making significant directional moves. Now let's be clear, there is no perfect trading strategy. Every strategy experiences losses. My strategy is no exception. However, it has proven to be profitable over a large sample size when paired with proper risk management. As I mentioned earlier, my backtesting results showed a 48.5% win rate with an average risk-to-reward ratio of 1.32. The strategy tends to perform best in trending markets where price movement is decisive and volatility is healthy. In ranging or choppy markets, performance can decline because price is more likely to trigger stop losses without developing a sustained move. That's why market conditions matter. When gold was trending strongly, I experienced some of my best results. When the market became choppy and directionless, performance naturally slowed down. But over the long term, the edge remains profitable because of proper risk management and positive expectancy.